I have mixed feelings about fighting robots.
Well, go figure.
I wonder why.
Here they come.
Now that said, you may notice that the first enemies we encounter in the factory are actually the same sort of trash that we were fighting back in the back in the prison.
Huh.
I guess the idea is that these are just sort of enemies that are more native to the planet than they are to any one region.
Right.
Of course, by the time we get into the center, we are going to be encountering a lot more robots.
Right. I mean, it makes sense that these things are everywhere, because it just looks like, you know, robotic security dog.
Oh no, we'll see like well, we'll be seeing organic stuff as well eventually.
Mr. Right! Here I come!
And that was protection.
Not that you really needed it.
End of that.
No, but he offered and I, wanted to see it. Anyway, one particular thing actually is that there are no chests in the actual areas between assembly lines.
Huh.
So there's no reason to explore them beyond getting to the next assembly line. So as long as you can keep going to the, looks like east. Yeah, as long as you can keep going to the east, you'll be doing alright.
Don't we have to
Stupid, non-consistent map directions.
Ah, here's some maxes. And they do have enough health that they can take most of an icy ivy.
Yeah.
Till Jaster there threw one at the other and broke them both.
I don't want to fight robots. Oh man, what an annoyance. Gotta love their
First, take a deep breath.
combat chatter.
First, take a deep breath.
Why would you need to take a deep breath? You're a robot.
Well, he's a protocol droid, or whatever.
Protocol droid of death. Although,
Protocol droid with giant nasty claws.
to be fair, in the EU they actually do have protocol droids that, or assassination droids disguised as protocol droids, and it is as stupid as it sounds.
Well, that's what the one guy in the old Knights of the Old Republic guy is.
No, I mean, like, this is literally a C-3PO looking droid that is actually a killer, and it's really dumb.
Oh, by the way, two things. One, you can actually fall off of these catwalks, and two, there are no random enemies up here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because otherwise, there's no falling damage, and you'd have to chase them down in order to take them out.
Right.
But to get to the other side here and into the next part of the factory, we're going to have to wait for this extremely slow-moving platform to take its time and finally get over to where we are standing. And this is going to be a running theme.
Oh, joy.
There are machines everywhere in this place.
There are also a lot of doorways to get from one area to the next, but only one of them work at a time, while this is still in dungeon mode.
Well,
At least this first assembly line takes pity on you, and it has all of these steel catwalks for you to walk on.
yeah.
Eventually all four of these little corners are going to be completely isolated.
Oh, joy.
Hey, it's another question mark.
Yeah, key item place.
It shares a lot in common with a prison. You need a factory key. Do I have a factory key? I do not.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh joy. It's over there, on the other
Oh.
side. It was on that first landing. The one with the elevator to go up. Of course, I didn't happen to see that.
So, yeah.
Mixed feelings about fighting
So I have to wait a while before.
You say as you murder them all.
Safety lock disabled!
That looks painful.
It does.
And it gives him that odd sort of after image thing there on the right.
Oh, I noticed they were attacking that instead of you. Or at least it looked like they did.
Well, the big thing is that he's doing some pretty nice damage considering he's still only got the first start. He's still only got the first set of claws.
That is pretty good.
More item maintenance. You don't need to bother with that. And now we're back up here.
No ordinary fellow can
And
hijack
there's
this
the
factory.
chest. It's always nearby. It's always my fault that I don't see it. Luckily, the thing decided, the crane, I guess,
Yeah.
decided to cooperate with me this time.
It took pity on you. For once.
Yeah. One nice thing, though, is that each of the hallways has this different scheme to it.
So you actually sort of know where you are at all times.
Yeah, and you get some changing backgrounds as you go along. Keep things at least somewhat visually interesting, even though they are,
Like crazy.
in and of themselves, extremely repetitive.
Huh? It won't open.
That's never happened
Leave
before.
it to
Oh
me.
no.
Locks like this are a cinch to open.
He's just gonna punch it, isn't he? That would be great. Oh.
Huh?
Not exactly.
Steve!
There's other problems.
Well, we have a party member down, meaning we're probably going to be meeting another one soon.
Jester, look!
What is this?
Well, you're not going to get a giant robot as your partner if you're thinking that.
It's the giant robot from RoboCop. Forget what it's called. Shit, I've only seen RoboCop once.
I don't know. All I know is I dig giant robots.
Are they making out, or...
What the?
They're playing Punch-Out.
It's on our side?
I can tell which one's Glass Joe.
So much for that, mini-boss.
Can you hear me? My name is Dr. Donald Picachio. I'm a researcher at this factory. I'm in another location, speaking through this robot. I can take care of Jupus, but you three need to get out of here now.
There's someone else in here?
Jupus is ours, you hear me? Researcher or not, you just sit tight and wait for help.
You don't know how terrifying he really is. Here's some friendly advice. Get out of here now!
Well, if
You sound like a broken
the,
record.
Listen to me.
staticky image and the OP are to believe, no, we really don't know how terrifying he is yet.
Terrifying is not really the adjective I would use.
Whoops.
And there goes the other robot. By the way, the name Dr. Picachio, what other name does that remind you of?
Pinocchio?
Goodness.
It is not a
What
coincidence.
happened to me?
Pistachio?
I thought I heard a familiar voice.
You're awake? Then let's move on. That guy'll beat us to the punch if we don't hurry.
And she is bound and determined to get that reward. Suddenly.
For no adequately explained reason.
Well, whatever. It fleshes her out, if only randomly. here we are in assembly line 2. I think they're numbered. You can say we're a bit earlier in the process here.
How
Whoops.
big is this place?
See ya, Steve!
Yeah. So we're a bit earlier in the process, so we've got these still somewhat molten slabs here instead of those finished slabs in the first
I have mixed feelings
area.
What?
about fighting
What the
robots.
fuck? How'd you get back up here so fast? Steve, you're holding something out on us.
Anyway, the way to get to the other catwalks on the other side is obviously to use these two,
Don't fall behind, okay?
oops.
Whoops. Oh, okay, I was going to ask if there's going to be something bad for stepping on them.
There is. 30 damage, just a set 30 damage.
30 damage!
For standing on a red-hot blade of
Where
steel.
should we go?
You could have survived that at level 1, god damn it.
Yeah. So something just to... Something is just sort of explain how this works. If you enter an assembly line on the top, the way out is on the bottom, and vice versa.
Alright.
So really the only reason to come up here is because of chests like this one. With electric eels, still in demand for the Revelation flow.
We need to catch Jupus. Fast.
They only had 3 at the Insectron Stadium.
How big is this place?
Needlessly big. Like,
Ah, shock gems. So you've gotten back to enemies that have that guard that can only be broken with the strong attack.
oh.
Let's keep
I was
going.
wondering when those would pop back up.
Yeah, in the factory.
We're not being
We haven't seen one of those since the desert, at least not as far as I've known.
No, I don't believe there have been any since the desert.
It is very hot. Be careful.
So one thing that is kind of nice,
Wiener
yeah, you can see he's got a broom and a dustpan. And one thing that is pretty nice is that you can actually knock these guys onto the metal slabs and they'll take the damage too.
Oh. But then again, it's only 30 damage, so...
Yeah. Not quite worth it.
We're not on the wrong path, are we?
Just got a couple more chests in here. Oh,
Here they come!
more maxes. I don't feel like dealing with them. So I won't.
What a bother! You had to spend a whole 20 seconds watching an animation to kill them.
Yeah. Getting more of these mirror units now. You can tell, if you saw there, I need 9 more of them, so it's gotta see that supply keep coming in.
Yep. Shock defense. I guess it's the standard electricity defense.
Yeah. Defense against electricity damage. So, what are in these chests?
Enemy appeared!
Revolva alloy. It's a fancy name for a steel tube.
We need to catch Jupus.
More item
Fast.
dealing with. And here's Area 3 of the factory. It's green.
Matrix green.
A lot of different directions we can go. And like I said, there's,
Just one problem after
aside
another.
from filling out the map, there's no reason to explore every nook and cranny.
Assembly line
Jaster.
3A.
Oh hey!
Is that?
Oh my god, his nose!
Yep. Bitch slap.
Dr. Picachio, is that you?
Steve? It can't be.
Remember, in the previous encounter, the two never talked.
This is true.
Steve, let's take care of these guys first.
Steve was knocked unconscious.
And to make up for
Here we go.
killing that last mini-boss, here we get 3 of them. And I have to use the strong attacks to get their defenses down. But once that's over, I can start dealing some damage.
Hoi!
Fortunately, it doesn't look like the confusion took any sort of effect.
Aw.
And I'm not sure that the poison did either. On the plus side, it's time to see Steve's Burning Strike.
Nice.
And hell, let's just use Jasters while we're here.
Not quite as nice.
Nah. In fact, these guys are taking a pretty incredible amount of punishment here.
Yeah, they are. Though the one you're currently on is almost down.
Yeah, they're all almost down, but they've all taken quite a lot of damage to get to this point.
Yeah, they've taken a lot.
Thank you very much.
Now, of course,
All right.
this combat is a lot tougher than it has to be. So let's reap the whirlwind. Which basically just deals a steady amount of damage to anyone I'm standing next to. And in third place, let's get the protection up because we're taking quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah.
You all right?
I think Jester runs faster too, but it feels like his attacks are about the same speed as they were before.
Yeah, it looks like it's about the same.
But yeah, beyond that he deals like basically 1 extra sword strike of damage every few seconds.
Never not welcome.
Friend of yours?
Dr. Donald Picachio. He's my father. Rather, the scientist who made me.
Really?
But what could he be doing here? Doctor?
So yeah,
Dr.
the name
Picachio.
Picachio, Pinocchio, the giant nose,
It's Steve, Dr.
built
Picachio.
himself a robot.
And named it Steve.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, that does kind of
Is it
break
really
with the
you?
whole
Of
the rest
course
of
It's
it.
me, Dr. Picachio. I haven't forgotten you. Not for a picosecond.
Sorry to interrupt such a tender reunion, but I think we ought to get out of here.
Also, that's a
You're
ship
right.
there in the back.
My senses are going
above
off
them.
too. The enemy is
Oh.
approaching.
Okay.
Can you
The
walk,
big blue
Doctor?
whale-shaped
I'm
thing.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine. My office isn't here. Please, come with me.
And we get teleported ahead.
Why are you here in this factory?
Well, you see, my son Mark passed away.
No.
Oh no!
Mark? That's not possible. It can't be true.
Time for the
Yes,
sappy
Steve,
guitar
it's
music.
True, I'm afraid. As you already know,
character who
he
I
was
have
the
never
only
heard of
family I
before
had. I'll admit,
has a
it's
sappy
been
backstory that
very
I'm
difficult since
supposed
his
to care
death.
about, I
The
guess?
whole experience has really taken its toll on me. I haven't been able to concentrate on my research or fulfill the kind of high-level technological development requests I get from the central labs. So I applied for a job managing this factory.
But
So he gave himself a promotion
your
because
talent.
he's
No, Steve.
Too sad
I'm an old man
to
now,
think about science
and I
anymore.
think like one. In this day and age, forward-thinking engineers like Jupus may be better suited to what lies
I thought
ahead.
he was a hacker.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You're the best
Writing
scientist
programs
around.
and
I really
developing
believe that.
electronics are
Thank you, Steve.
somewhat different
That's very
fields.
Yeah, just a
Although
little
you are
bit.
a robot, you are able to display such tenderness and care. In all my years, you may be the only truly great thing I ever created.
After all, my son went and kicked it. That doesn't
Listen,
count
Steve,
anymore.
We don't have time to just sit around here. Right now, you've got to put a stop to Jupus Tuki. Please, go.
Dr. Picachio. Okay, you're right. Come on, Mr. Rogue.
Got it.
I'm so happy I can't see.
Yes, my son's death has left me terribly depressed. I'm just going to smile at you.
Ah, got another sun key chest here. At least once we finally get the sun key, it'll be easy to open, because... well, it's got this teleporter just outside.
Oh, hey.
You can see that we're also kind of stranded away from the last place we were, which is pretty far to the left there.
Wow.
And of course there are chests back there, so I've got to go after them.
Yeah, I mean...
Although I do like this area's look.
Oh god, I would be so scared to walk there in real life. You have no idea how afraid of heights I am.
Yeah, and it goes up forever, too.
Here they come! Entering.
But at least we're so far enough into the factory now that it's basically all robots all the time.
Woo!
You know, there's also some killer bee robots that we'll be encountering eventually.
What? Like, killer bees weren't horrifying enough. They had to make them robots, too. Okay. Sure.
They don't attack with their stingers either, they attack with machine guns.
This is the dumbest game, but also the best game.
You see that a lot.
Here they come.
Yeah, I don't know if they're actually going to be in any of the footage I kept in, but they're definitely around.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
Alright, that's enough wandering around. Time to get back into the assembly line. Have a good look at that ship they're creating here.
Just one problem after
And of
another.
course it
Oh,
won't
and there's
ever
a shop.
come up again. Oh!
Shopbot.
Run by a... Okay.
He's got swords there in his pack on the back. Swords, axes,
Yeah.
steel hammer fists. I figure I'll get one. Also a bunch of other random stuff. Some restorative items. A few more random equipment stuff. Yeah. So, the thing about the Assembly Line 3 areas is that you need to wait for 2 separate slow-moving platforms in order to get from one side to the other.
Joy.
Because, you know, they've got that giant-ass ship there in the middle.
Right.
Who wants to be next?
Those guys were no challenge at all.
I still can't believe the janitors are out to kill you at this point.
Just one problem after
Well, it's
another.
Jupus's fault.
We cannot run away from this.
Oh, it's a mimic!
Yep. And it's powered up again. But
Oh, already?
Well, yeah, each new dungeon has new power-leveled critters.
Alright. Are we gonna monography shot this one?
Well, it's already up there, you see.
Swing your arms from side to side.
And that is one other nice thing, is that I believe that the damage you get from jumping on them changes along with their hit points.
Oh, that's good.
So it's always a similar amount of jumps needed to kill them, no matter when you encounter them.
At least until you can... And it's probably the easiest way to do it until you've actually gotten enough levels to
No, this is
fight them.
just kind of the easiest way to do it.
Oh, okay.
You don't even have to think about doing anything with switching sub-weapons, let alone getting... And plus it's a sub-weapon that you're guaranteed to have.
Yeah.
I mean, even just picking up abilities from the Revelation flow takes some effort. So of course here we are on the other side from the exit,
We'll be coming across Jupus soon enough.
and that's where the elevator is. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, you still get the thing inside at least. I just, you know, accidentally hit the button one too many times there.
Whoops.
Good thing I've got all these tri-crap. And the tri-elixir is a very nice item. I don't think you can even buy those at the moment.
Wow.
At least not in anything resembling a decent supply.
Right.
Anyway, here we are on top of the ship. And if we wanted to get anywhere from it, we'd have to wait forever, so we aren't.
Okay.
We're jumping forward instead.
That's good.
Wait, Jaster. Do you hear that weird voice?
See, now this time she hears something that no one else can hear.
I don't hear anything. Why?
Hey! You made it this far! Good for you!
Jupus Tukey McGonnell is voiced by Ben Diskin, whom you might recognize as the voices of Numbers 1 and 2 from Codename Kids Next Door. He was also one of the children in Kindergarten Cop. Now, Ben's voice has never been what you would call soothing, but unfortunately the voice director apparently told him to be as annoying as possible for this role.
Joy!
Get down here, Jupus Tukey!
I always hated that
Surrender.
stupid
Get
show.
up.
The Kids Next Door show.
Sounds to me as if
Horrible.
you have no clue about the position you're in! Don't you understand? Do you have any idea what'll happen if you dare defy me?
As if we're going to let ourselves be pushed around by some twisted killjoy.
Once again, she solves her problems with an arrow to the face. Unfortunately, he's actually a hologram at the moment.
What a waste of effort! Say, I've prepared some playmates for you. Have fun, and don't forget to die. Bye-bye!
Damn.
Wow, that's
Oh man, not again.
Oh no, another bunch of Maxes.
Oh no.
However shall we get away from this? Oh, I know. Murder.
Here goes!
Well, that was fast.
Hey, Jupus. You suck.
You suck, Bane.